roll up. Come one, come all, and revel in the death-defying wonder that is Bantin and Burling's Carnival of Stuff.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Hello, and welcome back, one and all, to Carnival Stuff with me, Paul Burling.
And me, Paul Bantin. Here we are, episode 3.
Oh, it's going so well, isn't it?
It is. It's good fun. Do you know what? We've had such nice feedback from the first couple of episodes, and lots of people...
Obviously, said first couple of people then.
First couple of people,
yeah.
Me Auntie Margaret and the postman had a wonderful time. No, it's been great. So thank you for getting in touch and getting involved and tuning in, mostly. It's been grand. Quick update. I'm going to get the business stuff out of the way first.
Business first, yeah.
Business first. Because when we did episodes 1 and 2, we weren't sure how they're going to get out in the world. I can now tell those who want to know. I mean, if they're listening, they've probably figured it out. Yeah. But officially, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, YouTube, Deezer, yeah, and Pod Nation. It's all basically we're everywhere, which is great.
We're like a bad rash.
Yeah, like pigeon poo. We're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn those pigeons.
It's funny you should say that.
Yes,
we'll come on to that. So, how's life been, mate? Since
been all right. It's been, I've been on my jollies. Well, I've had a little holiday with my good lady wife,
been on your holly bobs,
and some friends, and we went to Tenerife.
And you can't see this on the audio format, but your tan is glorious.
If only it was.
It rained the whole time, didn't it?
Well, yes, kind of. As lovely as it was, the airport was a nightmare. It took us 2 hours to get, when we got to Tenerife South. I think this is quite well documented, so I'm not making it up. And you have to take your fingerprints and, I don't know, give blood samples. That's not true, the blood samples. But anyway, and it took us 2 hours from landing and getting off the plane to go through security and do all those stupid things in Tenerife at the airport.
It's a lot, isn't it?
It's 2 hours, man.
And 2 hours before you went, I imagine, as well, to go through bag check.
It was just horrendous. Anyhow, lovely apartment with some lovely friends. And so we found out that when we went at that time of year, it was the worst weather they've had for 37 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it had a beautiful balcony with a jacuzzi, as you do, obviously. You know, it's a bit similar to where I live in my mansion. And but obviously abroad. And so had a beautiful balcony. The sun was in it all day, but it wasn't because it was cloudy and raining. So literally, when the sun literally poked his head through a bit of cloud, we were all running out going, burn me, and it didn't. But there you go. It doesn't matter, does it? It's about going to somewhere else and spending time relaxing. But see, my wife's a real sunbather. She is.
She wasn't having it. No. Did you embrace the local culture?
A few bars.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the food out there, we went to various restaurants in where we were staying, and we didn't pick a bad meal all week.
Excellent. This episode is brought to you by the Tenerife Tourist Board.
Yes. Don't use the airport. It's a bit rubbish.
It's a bit boo. Well, I haven't been on holiday.
Have you not?
Unless you count Hogwarts.
Oh, great.
I went
so exciting.
It's not your bag, is it? I went to the Warner Brothers studio tour with my my little lad. We had the best time. It was amazing. Yeah.
Remortgaged the house?
Yeah, sold a kidney on the way in.
Yes, okay. So the other kidney on the way out?
Yeah, it was really good fun. Really enjoyed that. So that was a nice day out.
Yeah, that's sort of my equivalent of me going maybe to
Anfield.
Yeah. And doing the tour, which I have done actually in the past.
Less wizards.
On the pitch at the moment, yes.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah.
What else have we done? We went on the radio.
We did, didn't we?
We went on the BBC.
BBC Bristol.
Yes, with the lovely Andy Bennett.
Yes, thank you, Andy, for having us on.
That was good fun.
And yeah, I have in the past frequented BBC Bristol quite a lot over the years. And it was nice to be back there. And Yeah, and we saw Martin, my friend Martin, who's one of the producers and stuff, and we had a lovely time. And yes, we had some nice comments about that as well, which is always good.
Do you know what? I knew what to expect 'cause I've done radio before, but I didn't know what to expect from the BBC, and also the BBC on a Saturday lunchtime, because I'll try and paint the picture. You were there, so you know, but for those listening, we walked in, it's obviously security controlled and badges and swiping in and out and stuff.
Free badge.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a BBC.
I had to give it back though. Went into the production arena room, whatever you want to call it, studio. Not the studio, at the back, but massive great room full of desks and computers and
chairs and tables.
Yeah. And I think had it been midweek, it would have been like the Daily Planet. It would have been hustle and bustle and things going on and news reports and hold the presses. No, that's newspapers, isn't it? Anyway. But
Go.
But it wasn't. It was completely empty and
There's 2 people.
all turned off.
I think they're trying to tell us something.
Yeah, and way down the back was Andy in the studio and his producers. But no, we were made to feel very welcome, had a lovely chat, spent way too long in the studio, had fun. And
You got a little bit excited about the studio, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, lots of buttons.
I wanted to press everything.
Self-destruct.
Yeah, I wasn't the host as employed by the BBC, so I wasn't allowed.
No, you weren't. Yeah, I better tell you off a few times.
Yeah, wandering
Stop
fingers.
touching that button. What does that do?
Takes them off air, which a lot of people would have preferred. We did say to Andy, if he wants a holiday, we'd fill in.
Oh gosh, yes.
Goodness,
Oh goodness, yes. I'd love to.
yeah, it'd be great.
I did do a little thing there where I did it's like an episode called Road to Glastonbury. I told you
did.
about this, didn't
Yeah,
I? Tell
you
you
did,
this.
yeah.
A few years ago, after I did I was kind of a little bit known, and it was very successful actually. That went over Easter, just before Glastonbury, which is down the road, obviously from Bristol. And yeah, it was like me in a sort of minibus picking up celebrities, taking them to Glastonbury, and obviously it was a massive hit.
It must still exist. It's got to be archived.
Oh,
somewhere,
I've got it on DVD.
You got it
No,
on-
not on a CD.
on Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
We'll see if we can get a copy of that up on the
Yeah,
on the social
it
somewhere.
was quite funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was
yeah.
because I wrote it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll sort that out. Big news.
Big news.
But I'm not going to suggest that we are massive influencers, but there's got to be something in the fact that we put out episode 1 about conspiracies, particularly the moon landing in 1969. Then all of a sudden,
What happens?
what happens?
Eh?
NASA puts up a rocket
To go to the moon,
near the moon,
around the moon,
moon adjacent.
moon roundabout.
Yeah.
Leave at exit 2, just past Neptune.
Yeah, it's like when you get a new car and you break in the tyres by going around the block.
Yeah,
That's what they done.
That's what they used to do back in the day.
And of course, it's a moon. Well, it's not a moon landing; it's a moon trip. So the conspiracies are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, did the 4 astronauts jettison before it took off? Were
Do
they
you think
on
it'd be
green-
that exciting?
Depends on your fondness for rockets, I suppose. And was it all on green screen? And did they? Who knows?
And I discovered that my wife likes rockets.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, because we were talking about it, and it's like I come back from a gig that night, and I was getting excited because I'm quite interested. And got home, and it's like about midnight, wasn't it, or 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought my good lady would be falling asleep. Bedroom lights on. What's she doing? Okay. Anyway, went upstairs, and she's there. Oh, I'm watching the rocket take off, and I've got it on my phone, where she can listen to the.
Mission Control.
Thank you.
Not the office.
Not the office.
That's what you called it
earlier. I want to sit in the office going, oh yeah, it's going to be all right. Okay, I'll just do an email to Jeff. And but yeah, she's really into that. I was like, I didn't think she was. I've known her. We've been together 20 years, and I didn't know she was interested in rockets.
How often does it come up, though, to be fair?
That's a personal question, isn't it?
I'm sorry. How often does the subject of rockets occur?
Well, if you're Donald Trump quite a lot,
Yeah, apparently
recently.
so.
Yeah. So,
It's almost like he's trying to distract from something else. Anyway, the night it all
so I'm all right.
expiring over in the corner
Yeah, fine.
is the night it all happened, I got a WhatsApp from a really good friend of mine at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it said in all capitals, "They're landing on the moon." It woke me up because you have your phone on in case of emergencies, and I woke up to "They're landing on the moon," and then 10 minutes later, I'm going, "They're not. They're just going near it. Don't worry." So I went back to sleep. Yeah. It was kind of, it's exciting, yeah. If it happened, who knows?
Who knows? Is it a conspiracy again? We'll have to do that another conspiracy podcast again, darling.
Conspiracies too.
Yes, just waiting for the safe to go back to the moon because aliens live there.
This time it's personal. And the other big news,
love and honor
and stuff. The other big news in our little world of podcasting, we mentioned this on the radio with Andy. We're going weekly.
Very weekly.
By which I mean every 7 days.
Thank you.
Which you know.
Yeah, I know. It's very exciting because obviously people want to listen to us talk about stuff.
Yeah, we've had lots of lovely feedback, and it's been, I love it, but I don't want to wait 2 weeks for the next one. So, okay, Well, we'll go every Friday then.
Every Friday, peeps.
Every Friday, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's by no means a guarantee.
No.
Yeah.
But it's very exciting. I'm very excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we don't run out of stuff to say.
I don't think we will.
No.
I don't think we will. And on the subject of that, this episode
Yes.
3, we won't be visiting the Celebrity Help Tent this week. I know, purely because
We haven't got any celebrities.
we've got all the celebrities we could ever need, mate.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
No, purely because with our topic this week, we've got so much to get through.
Okay.
That we won't want to rush it. So we're parking the tent for this week. We'll come back next week. However, shall we do it?
Let's do it.
Now entering the center ring, it's the stuff everybody's talking about. In the spotlight this episode, classic cartoons.
Classic cartoon.
Classic cartoons.
I don't know what it is about this, but when you and I get together historically, we always end up coming back to something like this.
Yeah. Because we haven't got a life.
No, that'll be it, yeah. But still, I mean, we've done a lot of research. Mine went into a huge rabbit hole deep dive about stuff. But you do just sit there and watch and go, these were genuinely brilliant.
Oh, absolutely.
For the most part.
I think when you look also at the actual animation as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a little bit rope in compared to what it's like now with all this sort of, proper like 3D animation stuff.
CGI.
And all that. But yeah, it was just, some of it was a bit rough and ready, but it was brilliant. It was just light-hearted, fun, and
silly.
And just silly, yeah. Loved it. Yeah, I know. This is how I started doing impressions, was watching cartoons.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a whole bit in your set about classic cartoons and characters.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a few of them will pop up in the next few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a couple of things to deal with. We did a poll on Facebook. I think we listed 20 classic cartoons. Didn't do them all, but 20 of the most popular ones to see what people reckoned were their favourites. And we had a nice
thanks
response.
for joining in, everybody, for doing that. And that was really kind because, the first time we've sort of done that, as you know. And a lot of people took part and we do, is it a top, top 5?
We've got a top 5 and I'm going to ask you to do the top 5 in the style, there's only one way we can do it, and that's as cheesy DJ as possible. So
Cheesy DJ.
So I'll drop in some music now, and if you can give us in reverse order, please, this week's classic cartoons top 5.
Hi, mate. Yes, in at number 5, absolutely fab-dabadocious, we have The Pink Panther Show, Inspector Gadget, The Flintstones, and, not forgetting, Thundercats. In 4th place, Dungeons and Dragons. In at number 3, we have a double-header again. It's Hong Kong Phooey and Danger Mouse. In, just off the top there, at number 2. Okay, he was fabulous, he was brilliant, he was the most tip-top Top Cat. And at number 1, what can we say? Those gruesome twosome. Oh, we love them. A little bit too violent for nowadays, but we still do love them. It's, of course, the classics that are Tom and Jerry.
What's not to love about that? If any national
What a
radio...
voice.
You know, the delivery was just sublime. And if any top radio stations are currently looking for new DJs...
Yes. From the 70s.
From the 70s... then there's your man. So yeah, that was the poll. That's the poll results.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for joining in. That was great. I like those sort of things where you do polls and find out what the people want.
What do people want? Tom and Jerry in first place. I think that's a given, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 I think it's classic Tom and Jerry, not modern Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, because there's been movies and
they
all
talk.
sorts. Yeah.
Wrong.
Not okay.
Not good.
okay. So, to give you all some context in Listenerland, we said to each other, pick a handful of classic cartoons to do a deep dive on. We haven't told each other which ones we've done. We haven't told each other anything about what we found out. So, as you find out, we find out. And it's going to be...
Carnage.
I was going to go interesting and educational, but I think you're probably right.
It's going to be carnage, isn't it?
Do you want to start or shall I start?
Age Before Beauty. Off you go.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all.
Doesn't, does it? I'll do my first one, shall I? Right, I'll give you a choice, right?
Okay.
I'll tell you which one I did a deep dive on. You can tell me which one you want to hear about first. Your options are Danger Mouse,
Great.
Masters of the Universe, artist formerly known as He-Man, or Wacky Races.
Let's get Masters of the Universe. Is it He-Man?
He-Man.
She-Ra?
Later on it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that-
And what was the little thing?
I'll come on to that.
Oh, God.
It's all in there.
It's terrible. I did quite like it, but it wasn't sort of Looney Tunes and stuff. It was fine.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Oh,
Until we meet again. Yeah. So,
So you've gone really in depth where I haven't. I've just gone, it's right, it doesn't matter.
It was
It's
on.
It was on.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Oh, he's really so geeky.
do you know, I had the time of my life doing this.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I went down a wormhole and it was glorious.
painful.
Right, so Master of the Universe, most people call it He-Man, but it was
He-Man.
He-Man. Are we going to do that every time?
I'm doing the action.
You are.
You can't see it on this.
He's got his little sword.
Excuse me.
So Master of the Universe was a weird one because...
Right, go on.
I'll tell you one in a minute. Right, it's 130 episodes over 2 years.
Really? That's a lot.
Yeah, it's not long. September 1983, the cartoon came out.
Okay, so therefore I would have been
41.
14.
Well, bless you.
83, did you say?
Yeah, 83.
I'd have been 14. Why am I watching cartoons when I was 14?
You're watching them now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. However,
Right.
Masters of the Universe was the first ever cartoon to be commissioned off the back of a toy line. Normally it's the other way around. The cartoon comes out and they make the toys.
Make merch, yeah.
However, Mattel, the toy giants, came out with the toy line, and then the cartoon was commissioned off the back of that to support the sale of the toys.
That's really quite bizarre.
It is. Even more bizarre, there's a bit of backstory to it, but Mattel came out with the toy line after probably the most epic toy-related ball drop in history, because Mattel passed on Star Wars figures.
Oh.
Yeah, weren't interested.
Where did that have to happen?
I know, right? So they had the meeting with George Lucas. They went,
Nah,
don't
that's not
see a
going
future.
to... Can't see it.
Nah.
That won't take off, will it?
Robots? No.
Talking robots.
So so they had a think and went, well, we've obviously messed up here. Let's come up with something else. So they developed the line of toys, Masters of the Universe. It wasn't originally called that. It went through lots of different iterations and stuff. Basically, so the story goes, they were so confident in their new line of toys, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, that they showed their concept. Showed. I'll start that again. They were so confident in their lineup of toys, they showed the concept to the big bosses at Toys R Us. All right, go. This is going to
Jeffrey, the big
big giraffe. Yeah, they had a meeting with Jeffrey.
Did you have to get like scaffolding up?
Yeah, they did. No, he sat down,
Still quite tall.
just laid his head on,
sorry.
on the desk. So to help clarify who was good, who was bad, and all the backstories, Mattel had commissioned a series of comics to put in with the packaging so the kids could get an idea of who was who and what was what.
Right.
Toys R Us reckon that was a bad idea because kids either couldn't or wouldn't want to read. So the comics was a waste of time. That wasn't going to sell them on it.
Who reads comics?
Exactly. Me.
You.
Yeah. But thinking on the feet, the executives Mattel went, okay, well, as well as the comics, we've commissioned a one-off cartoon animated special, which is even better. At which Toys R Us went, that's fab. Okay, we'll see that, and then we'll see if you wanted toys. At which point, they had to go away and come up with an animated special to showcase.
Quick.
Yeah, quick. Grab some crayons.
Anybody got a pencil?
Yeah. So they went away, came up with the animated special, their characters, pointing out who He-Man was and Skeletor and all the rest of them, and started pushing it around the networks. Toys R Us had clearly at that point gone, yeah, all right, we like that, it's all right. They've got this animated show they can't do anything with. They've got the deal. Now what? So Hanna-Barbera passed on it. So it went around CBS, NBC, ABC for a Saturday morning slot. They all said, no, not interested, no thanks very much. So instead, it went into syndication, which, if you don't know, that means all the little local radio, TV stations in the States kind of buy this stuff in bulk and just pump it around all their regional stuff to run 5 days a week. That model was so successful, so that kind of theory of doing it as a syndication, the numbers are estimated that during its run, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was seen by more than 9 million viewers every afternoon.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Is that just in America?
Just in the States, yeah. I don't think we got it in the UK till a few years later. However, all based off the toy line. You remember Battle Cat?
Yeah.
Cringer, right?
Yeah.
He only came to be as He-Man's like sidekick and
He's just ride it.
free transport, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mattel had a massive overstock of Tiger toys,
Really?
which they just repainted.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just we've got to get rid of these.
We're going to do these.
Yeah, stick a tiger in the cartoon, that'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So it was all going really, really well.
Yeah.
Cartoon was loved. Over 100 characters at its peak.
Yeah, I was going to say, it did. I do remember having a lot of characters.
A lot of characters, over 100. But the toys themselves, I know we're kind of going slightly off topic because it's classic cartoons, but they're linked. The toys themselves were pretty much the same mould. So He-Man, Skeletor, Man-at-Arms.
Just changed the head.
All had the same body. Just changed the paint job and the head. Yeah, basically.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So it was all going really, really well. And then 1987, sales kind of just disintegrated. And it was blamed on two things. Well, a lot of things, but two specific areas. Turtles and Transformers.
In disguise.
Yeah, not Turtles. The Transformers were. Yeah, I know what you mean. The bottom fell out of the industry. It was estimated they were making £350 million on toys to basically nothing as soon as the Turtles came along and Transformers.
Wow. Okay.
With their TV shows. Had a good old run.
Good run.
It was also blamed that Mattel had decided to really maximise their profits by getting all the secondary characters that appeared in like one or two episodes, make toys out of them, flood the market with that, and it was just too much to keep up with. It was costing parents a fortune, kids were building great collections. Anyway, it was estimated over, I'm still talking about toys, estimated over the course of its little run.
You did go down a wormhole, didn't
I really
you?
did.
Really? Oh, my goodness.
With the toys, clothing, toothbrushes, sleeping bags, the franchise brought in over $2 billion before they finally went pop and all fell apart.
Well, they still got a lot of money out of it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well,
However,
okay. Go on.
The other way. No, there's more. I've got 8 pages of this.
I've got 8 pages.
No, I haven't. The only toy created the other way round, so it appeared in the cartoon first, and then they made a toy out of it, was the one you were going to mention, Orko. The little floaty wizard dude. Yeah.
It was like, would you go, snuff, snuff? Is that the one?
No, that was Snarf in Thundercats.
Oh, yeah. Snarf.
Yeah. Orko, the little flying wizard, because Filmation, who made it, and then later Hanna-Barbera, who changed their minds and took it on.
Jumping on a bandwagon,
felt that a small character would appeal to younger children. Yeah, a bit
Smaller children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stands to reason.
Yeah, because people only watch things where it's height appropriate to them. I don't think
That's why I love the Smurfs.
there you go. So Orko's got a lot to answer for because they introduced Orko to appeal, a bit like Relief, and appeal to younger kids. It was because of Orko that Scrappy-Doo happened.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't believe you said that word.
Yeah. Orko was a direct inspiration for Scrappy-Doo. And if you remember the Godzilla cartoon, Godzuki.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Orko, there would have been no Godzilla and Godzuki. So, yeah, it only ran for, what do we say, a couple of years? Yeah, 130 episodes, 2 years. Made him an absolute mint. Mm-hmm. And there was a spin-off. There was She-Ra for the girls because they kind of figured that, it was a bit testosterone. Yeah, a bit testosterone heavy with basically bodybuilders running about in furry pants.
It's a bit like Love Island.
It is a bit. So, yeah. And some have argued that She-Ra, over the course of the decades that followed, was actually more popular with greater viewing figures.
Really?
Yeah, and became a kind of a. I don't think it's the same song. A cultural touch point for the girl
You
audience.
really have gone. I feel really like
I enjoyed
I've
that.
researched things and I've not gone that in depth at all.
Yeah,
so these shows might not be as long. Well, not for me.
So, what have you got to offer?
Well-
I don't mean in life. I mean
Generally, well, not a lot really.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll
Yeah,
see
thank
you
you very
next
much,
week.
everybody. Yeah.
Behold the tremendous, the terrifying Tangent Tiger. Good boy.
I have to do an honourable mention to my sister Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hello, Christina. She put on the thing on the poll. Who was the character she liked? Was Evil Edna,
Yes. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it is
Well, the card
Willow the Wiz.
Yes.
Yes. Mavis Cruitt, the fat fairy, down in Doily Wood, yes, and Arthur. You see, that was and it's, for those who don't know, Willow the Wisp used to be on weekdays,
Yep.
and it was just before the 6 o'clock news.
It was.
It was like 5 minutes of cartoon, and it had massive viewing figures. Can't tell you, I haven't even written down because I'm just doing this off the top of my head. And I was a massive fan because I was always a massive fan of Kenneth Williams, and which one should be.
Absolutely.
And he did all the voices of the different characters.
He did.
So he was like Willow the Wisp, you know. Yes.
So if you can't visualise it, Willow the Wisp looked like Kenneth Williams and was a floaty.
It's a Willow the Wisp.
Yeah,
it's
it's
called
like
a Willow the Wisp, which is like a gas.
Yeah, it looked like a melted Casper.
Yeah.
If we
But
had
even
to,
I know speak like this. So what happens
Ears. So you used to go down into Doily Wood, yes,
where Mavis Cruitt, the fat fairy,
couldn't say that now, could you?
No, the slightly overweight, hasn't been on Monjaro Ferrer. It was quite a little bit out there, a little bit weird sometimes. And you had Evil Edna was the evil Edna TV.
TV.
She was a TV, yeah.
With a scary
Evil
face.
Edna. Okay then, yes.
And all this sort of stuff. And
She would zap them with her antennas.
with her antennas on the top of the TV.
Had bunny ears. on top.
Evil Edna.
That's very good. I'm good at this.
good,
It's
good,
brilliant,
yeah.
And then you had the Moog as well, who's like, hello, and the Moog.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then you had Arthur the caterpillar, who was best friends with Mavis. And she was like, hello, Arthur. Oh, hello. And then you were like, oh, it's wonderful. And just little storylines and stuff like that. And it had massive viewing figures because it was literally, back in that time, you had the kids' TV, and then it's sort of, then the last 5 minutes before the news on the old BBC One, and it had massive view because it was quite satirical, but quite funny and a little bit I wouldn't say adulty,
No.
But there was little connotations for the
Yeah.
adults, if that makes sense.
Well, it was Kenneth Williams. It was the Carry On era. Well, just after the Carry On era.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah. So I loved it, and obviously my sister did as well. And
Evil Edna, that's a great voice. Yes.
Very good. Do you know what we'll do? I think
What?
we were talking about this before. A lot of this in the podcast format we can't share, so I'm going to find a load of links, including an episode of Will o' the Wisp.
Yeah.
Stick it under this episode on YouTube.
yeah, I think you should, because
And
it
we'll
is
drop
very
on
funny.
TikTok as well. Yeah, it's really good. If that was on at 5 to News, then was that pre Neighbours? Was that pre the kind of the?
Oh, it's before that.
Well
All that-
before Neighbours, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
it's
think
after Blue Peter then,
Yeah,
and
something
Grange
like that,
Hill.
yeah. Oh, fork.
That was Fork.
Fork, by the way.
For
There's
those
a
who don't.
sausage on the end.
Yeah, sausage fork.
Sausage fork.
So
It's
yeah.
getting-
So
But yeah.
honourable mention to Will o' the Wisp.
Yes,
then.
honourable mention to Widow the Wisp.
And I loved it because because I loved voices, and it was just how good he was at completely changing the different voices. There we go. He's looking at me to say, "Oh, we've run out of tape."
No,
Anyway,
no,
no.
I'm just gonna
So
change the reel.
So I've not gone as down that little wormhole that you've gone down. So let's go for one that was in the top 5. Mm-hmm. The Flintstones.
Yes.
Okay, Barney.
Love it.
Yabba-Dabba-Doo. Okay, Fred. And Dino. It was first aired, technical terms, in 1960.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's originally going to be called not the Flintstones. Do you know what it was originally going to be called?
I don't know.
The Flagstones.
Oh no, don't like that.
Flagstones, meet the Flagstones.
No, it's not the same, is it?
It's not quite the same. And it was basically a cartoon aimed at adults.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Particularly Wilma. Sorry, off topic. Go on.
Yeah, you're not going up to me. I was more of a Betty kind of guy. Anywho, so yeah, and it was aimed at adults, and I used to enjoy watching it as a child as well, and so much so that they did adverts for cigarettes.
Wow.
Hey, Barney, let's go and have a cigarette. Okay, Fred.
I mean, it kind of works because they were outside most of the time anyway.
Yeah, I suppose it were banned from the from when they go
quarry.
bowling from the quarry. Hey, get out of here! Put that cigarette out.
See, I read a theory a little while ago, weirdly, nothing to do with research in this, that whether it's a prevailing theory or whether someone just came up with it, thought that makes sense, that the Flintstones isn't actually prehistoric. Because of the whole using animals to replace the modern day appliances,
Yeah,
coffee
that's
machines
so
and
funny.
Hoover, that was the best bit of it.
Yeah,
that was the best bit.
And they used to talk, go,
Oh, really? You don't want to be...
I'm a cut up, like they're cutting the grass. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I'm a cut above this.
But the whole thing of them having dinosaurs or creatures to replace coffee makers and hoovers, well, they wouldn't have had coffee makers and hoovers in prehistoric times. So actually the Flintstones is actually post-apocalyptic. It's after
Wow,
the world
that's
has
heavy.
ended, and yeah,
people
people
have gone, oh, okay.
they're doing normal jobs and going bowling and the rest of it,
Yeah.
but in a society with no technology. We've regressed back to being cavemen,
Yeah, but we're going to use dinosaurs.
but we're still going to hoover. Basically.
I've had enough of this.
I don't think
You
it's
know,
true, but I
but
really
anyway.
like it. Yeah, carry on.
And there's not much more because I've not gone in that wormhole. Back in the 60s and prior to all that, you know what I mean? When there were couples, whether it be on a film or on TV shows, you know, or comedies or whatever, soaps and stuff like that, Fred and Wilma were the first couple to share a bed on TV.
I'd read that. Yeah.
Yabba-Dabba-Doo!
Which is weird when you think about it now, because not long after that, Morecambe and Wise were sharing a bed. And Rainbow.
Yeah. Did they?
Did Morecambe and Wise share a bed? No, they had twin beds in the same room. Rainbow shared a bed, though. Zippy and George.
Did they?
Yeah.
Would you they go cuddle up then, Zippy?
Yes, George. Yes, yes. We had a lovely time.
Ooh, yeah.
We'll have to do a deep dive on Rainbow one day, because
There's so much.
that's a whole other world.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, I did know that, but
You now know that, so I've just
now
told
I know
you.
for sure because you told me.
So yes, so that's my very small compared to your episode of He-Man and Master of the Universe. So they were originally called the Flagstones, which doesn't.
It's not the same.
And it's not the same. And yeah, did adverts for cigarettes, and the first couple to share a bed.
Yeah.
On TV. I bet there's complaints galore.
Up in arms.
We're like, oh, a married couple sharing a bed.
Oh, wow. Is there...
And Pebbles, because of the children, Pebbles and Bam
Bam.
Pebbles was originally going to be a boy.
Yeah.
And that's just come into my head. I haven't made that up.
Just fleshing it out there by making stuff up.
I'm not really.
But if it came out in 1960,
Yeah.
it just shows the staying power of this stuff, because there was then the two movies. I mean, the first one,
Was good.
John Goodman and Rick
That's
Moranis.
good. That was fine.
Yeah.
I accepted that.
Yeah, then Viva Rock Vegas, and that was Mark Addy instead of John Goodman.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, and someone corrects in the comments. I've got a feeling there's even a third one as well, but I think that might have completely dropped off. That might have been a straight to video, as it would have been at the time.
DVD.
There you go. Flintstones. Love that.
Okay. Yeah, but I was it's sort of stood the test of time as well, hasn't it? Like you say, it's gone on and on and on, as in different variations. They haven't really made new ones from the original Hanna-Barbera ones, have they?
No.
They haven't. They've kept them, and I don't think, in my mind, that they haven't really gone and made newer versions of it, like they've done with Tom and Jerry or stuff like that.
They're not updated it. I think the films,
they've kept
the films
them
are probably enough.
The
Yeah.
films are probably
Yeah.
The second one was.
I think I'm right in saying also, and I might have made this up, that Bam Bam and Pebbles, I think, were later editions.
They were,
Yeah. 'Cause it was just Fred, Wilma, Betty, and Barney, and
Dino,
and then they put the kids in. And I think Bam Bam only ever said Bam Bam.
Oh, because he's a very restricted actor.
It was cheaper.
It's cheaper. Look, what you need to do is you've got this character here, it's Bam Bam, and oh yeah, what's he called Bam Bam? Because it just says Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Okay, we're paying you by word here. Okay.
It's just
So
like
you can only say
twice.
it 6 times per episode. Okay. So how does it go? How does it go again? Bam. Bam.
Let me write this down.
Bam Bam. I think that's about as fast as you can go.
Bam.
Boom, boom.
But alongside the Flintstones, there was also the Jetsons, which was
Meet George Jensen.
pretty much exactly the same thing, but
Yeah,
just
in space.
space-based.
I quite like the Jetsons as well.
I preferred the Flintstones, but Jetsons
Yeah.
was good.
Meet George Jensen. Here's boy Elroy. See? I'm not making this up.
Sing the whole thing. Go on, do it, I dare you.
Oh, I don't know. Meet George Jensen. Here's boy Elroy. Jane, his wife. And they got
Judy?
Judy, the daughter.
Yeah.
Judy, his daughter.
No, you're just vamping it.
I'll just do the sound effects.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. Right, what do you want next? Do you want Danger Mouse or Wacky Races?
Let's go Danger Mouse because
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Danger Mouse.
All right, then. Let's just shuffle through the old paperwork. I've actually printed it out old school. Here we go.
Oh,
Right.
he's so. I've got it on my phone.
Yeah,
right? And he's just.
I like a note.
You like to.
I do like a
I know.
note.
You like to like mark it off and go. Oh yes, I've done that one.
Right, this, I think this is probably my favourite out of all the choices we had.
Danger Mouse.
Yeah, grew up watching Danger Mouse. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yep.
So stats: 10 series of Danger Mouse.
Wow.
Between
the original.
The original, yeah.
Yeah.
Between 1981 and 1992, 161 episodes.
Wow.
Danger Mouse himself, of course, being the world's greatest secret agent.
Absolutely.
Created by Cosgrove Hall, who
Yep.
did all the really good British stuff at that time. Off the back of a 1960s TV show called Danger Man, about a spy, who starred an actor with, I've never watched an episode, but he's got my favourite name, Patrick McGowan.
Patrick McGowan. Yeah.
It's just fun to say. Patrick McGowan. So it was a combination of Danger Man and James Bond kind of inspired Danger Mouse. Of course, the voices made it. The wonderful, I love him so much. And for a little while, lived in the same town as him. Sir David Jason.
So David.
Lovely jubbly.
As DM. Danger Mouse was just a posh version of Delboy,
Yeah,
wasn't
he was like. That's right, Penfield. Yes, we must really go and sort this out.
Yeah, exactly.
Sound very good.
Yeah.
I've done voice for this.
Yeah, I've done it. So David Jason, Terry Scott, Terry and June.
Oh, crikey. That's right, Dan.
See, I've done it
Yeah.
before.
And surprisingly, I didn't know this until I looked into it. A lot of this, I guess it was probably the way it was at that time, a lot of the same actors doing multiple voices.
Absolutely.
So an actor called Edward Kelsey, who apart from being in Danger Mouse, other claims to fame, but his main claim to fame, spent 34 years as Joe Grundy on The Archers on Radio 4.
That's nice.
Yeah, so Edward Kelsey was Colonel K, Ian's boss, and Baron Greenback.
And Baron Cyrus Greenback, I'll get you, Danger Mouse.
Terry Scott only ever voiced Penfold.
Yes.
David Jason was Danger Mouse and a character called Isambard Sinclair, who was the narrator.
Very clever. It's that going back to that Ronnie Barker thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Having like a pseudonym and a false name.
Yeah. Well, apparently the narrator's name was Isambard Sinclair, but was never mentioned. He was given a name, but was never named.
In the streets of London,
Exactly.
Danger Mouse is ready to go.
Speaking of the streets of London, do you remember where the access to British Secret Service was for Danger Mouse?
It was a red post box.
It was a red post box. Their headquarters was under Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
The post box itself was outside Sherlock Holmes's house.
Wow.
221B Baker Street. Oh, this is so nerdy. Right. It gets better.
Does it?
The man who invented in 16-something, not invented, but designed those red Royal Mail post boxes was a gentleman called John Warnham Penfold, which is why Penfold
Is
called Penfold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Named after the man who made their front door.
Mate, you've really gone into this.
Danger Mouse was apparently going to be brown, but then when they animated the first pilot, realised it clashed with Penfold.
Because he's a hamster. He's a hamster.
Interesting. I'll come on to that. And we never find out what happened to Danger Mouse's eye. Hence why he wears the eye patch. Never explained.
I think it was just to look cool.
Line of Duty, I think probably. Not watching the show. I mean, it probably happened in the Line of Duty, being the world's greatest secret agent. So yeah,
let's just get the donkeys and.
So in his autobiography, David Jason explains that he originally auditioned for Penfold, didn't get it. Brian Cosgrove and Mr. Hall preferred Terry Scott, but they gave him Danger Mouse. And he says in his book, he loved that mouse.
I have read his autobiography
Me
as well.
too.
And it's very interesting, a very interesting life. And yes, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yes, he said he loved that mouse, yeah.
However, he didn't know, coming back to what you mentioned, David Jason didn't know that Penfold was a hamster until Brian Cosgrove told him. He assumed he was a mole, as a lot of people did.
It's because of the big glasses.
It's the big glasses.
Yeah. He was never a mole.
No. To clarify, in case anyone's losing sleep over it, Danger Mouse was a mouse, obviously. Penfold was a hamster.
Yeah.
Colonel K was a chinchilla.
Brilliant.
According to Look-In magazine.
Oh, okay. La 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 la, looking.
Yeah. And Nero, do you remember Nero? With Baron Greenback's, it was his nod to sort of Blofeld in the Bond films, his white fluffy. He was a caterpillar. The voice for Nero was David Jason laughing and talking gibberish that was then sped up to become the voice of Nero. So I like that. What else we got? So when Danger Mouse transferred over to the States,
Right.
or Nickelodeon, do you remember? So Baron Greenback had some henchmen, the Crows.
Yeah.
Easy, Baroni.
Yeah, Stiletto Mafiosa was his name. Was the
Brilliant.
Crow,
What?
right?
Right.
However, when it went to the US, they made them change the voice from like pseudo-Italian to Cockney to not offend all the American Italians. But he kept all the kind of Italianisms in a Cockney voice. So
I can't even think of that.
no,
That
I
sounds
can't
like-
think how that would go.
Senor.
Yeah,
All right, geezer. Okay, Mr. Baron Greenback. What geezer?
yeah, it's got.
Yeah.
Imagine it's
Bit
a
of a
mashup
mashup.
of Bruno Tonioli and Alfie Moon.
Yes.
So that was the main ones. There's a nice little story at the end of this, but They had a lot of supporting characters, also voiced by the main actors. Only a few, but my favourites are... There was a mad scientist wolf, they have some great names, called Dr. Augustus P. Crumhorn III. That's a name. Even better name, an inventor mole called Professor Heinrich von Squawkencluck, who, according to canon, actually designed and built Danger Mouse's car, imaginatively called the Danger Car. Yeah. And alongside Baron Greenback, you had, of course, Count Duckula, also voiced by David Jason, that went on to become a series in its own right.
Yes, right. Yes, Count Duckula.
Yeah.
Oh, Ducky.
I've actually done some voiceovers for this.
Have you?
Yeah, on a touring one with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
So I did actually do Danger Mouse and all that as well.
Love
by
that.
the way. But I
Enjoy doing Count Duckula because he's got like sort of a bit of a lisp.
It's almost a bit Daffy Duck, isn't
almost.
it? Yeah.
And then you had Igor.
Igor. Oh, yes, Nanny.
And then you had Annie. Oh, my ducky pose. my dear. And she used to walk through walls, didn't she? It was genius. It was Cosgrove and Hall as well. Of course.
just a spin-off.
Count Duckula.
But yeah, then they brought it back in 2015. They
Yeah.
brought back Danger Mouse, slicker animation, modern audiences. I think some of the voice casting is genius on this. So none of the original cast returned. Alexander Armstrong, off of telly, was Danger Mouse. Brilliant Kevin Eldon, brilliant comedian, was Penfold.
Yes.
This is genius. Colonel K, Stephen Fry.
Yes.
It was just meant to be, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
And very much of its time, and I think it's a genius as well.
Okay. That's my Danger Mouse.
Slick bled up. The narrator at that time is 2015, so it could only be one person. Come Dine With Me's Dave Lamb was the narrator of the new Danger Mouse,
Yes.
which I think is genius.
I've got a bit of thinking time here because yes. Who's Baron Silas Greenback then?
Oh, I didn't look into that. Yeah, didn't look into that.
Because again, I did some voiceovers for it.
Okay.
Not for the actual series. It's for a official, by the way. It was all
Officially related product.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when I did Danger Mouse, I did it in the sort of. I did a bit of a mashup of Dave, Jason, and Dave. This is like a mate.
Dave Jason.
What Dave, Jason? What Dave?
Lovely company.
And I did it sort of. I'll play it to you. Actually, I'm very proud of it because my Colonel K was Stephen Fry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, dear. Yes, indeed.
It's become Graham Norton.
Yeah.
Right, one last story to round off Danger Mouse. Right, I'm going to kind of read it verbatim. During the Gulf War, it's taking a turn. During the Gulf War, David Jason met someone in a pub who worked for RAF Command Headquarters, right? He told Jason that they raced three-wheeled vans against each other, paint them yellow to look like the Trotters, Reliant, and to look like Only Fools and Horses. Jason went down to Command Headquarters to have a look, but he didn't see the race. Off the back of that, David Jason, Nicholas Lyndhurst, and Buster Merrifield, Del Rodney and Uncle Albert, sent a Trotters van out to Kuwait. They slipped it in a Hercules plane amongst other stuff on a supply run. When it was unloaded, the crew found the van filled up with chewing gum, toothpaste, cake, and VHSs of Danger Mouse and Duckula.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Love that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. And one final thing, and this kind of links into my other one as well. We'll post the link to this video on YouTube. There is a real life Danger car. Somebody built the Danger car.
Really?
And then left it to rot. And this guy built it, found it, and then started to rebuild it. So there is a real live functioning Danger car. If you're impressed by that, hold on to your socks for the next one. Your turn. What you got?
I don't think I can follow that. Right. Okay. That you're very informative, aren't you?
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go for that was in second voted. No, I'm going to go slightly off piste here.
Go for it.
As a cartoon that when we're discussing this, that not many people know, but I distinctly remember it. And when I sort of researched it, I realised I didn't really know it that well. It's only because I think because what it is, it's one of them cartoons. It's another Hanna-Barbera one, and that they battle with loads and loads and loads of different cartoons.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the Pussycat Doll. Was it called the Pussycat? Is that an actual
Josie and
name?
the Pussycats.
Josie, thank you.
Yeah.
Josie and the Pussycats and Captain Caveman, which was okay. That sort of thing. But they sort of brought one out, and it was 1978. Year of our Lord. And it only ran for one season. And I'm the only person that seems to remember it.
Go on, hit me.
But you can look into it online. It was called Fang Face,
Vaguely aware.
right?
And only vaguely aware because I think you've mentioned this before.
Yeah, and this is what brought us to do this particular episode of
Yeah. Oh, that was it.
cartoon. Classic.
Uh-huh.
Aha. Smell my cheese. It's called Fang Face, right? And the premises of it basically was very similar to Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay.
Right. So you've got all the characters, right? So the characters, but is the sort of the. He was very similar to Fred on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
He's called Biff.
Okay.
And he was quite a big, I would say, quite a
Hench.
henchy kind of guy.
Yeah.
A bit like myself.
Yeah. Man Mountain.
That's the pun. and his girlfriend, who was very clever.
Okay.
So we can see where that's sort of going with the old Daphne thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Called Kim.
Okay.
Obviously. Biff and Kim.
Yeah.
Sitting in a tree.
Yeah.
Right. And then there was Pugsy, who was
Right.
a portly chap.
Right.
Right.
Not the Bear Off Children in Need. That's Pudsey.
No, this is Puggsy.
Wasn't that also the name of the son of the Addams family?
Could be. Anyway,
sure
and so it is very much driven along the same lines as they used to go and fight and solve crimes.
Okay.
In the Wolf Buggy.
Right.
So there was another cartoon, and it was called something Buggy as well. I can't remember what it's called now.
So like a
Speed Buggy, it was called.
like a beach dune buggy type.
Yeah.
thing. There was loads of them. The monkeys had one of them.
Yeah.
The banana splits had
I
one.
always wanted one as a kid.
Yeah.
Not that I lived near a beach.
No.
Just so I can drive around. Obviously illegally because I would have been about 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was called the Wolf Buggy. So this, and then there was the main character. Mm-hmm. All right, and his name was Sherman. Mm-hmm. Random. Fangs.
Right.
In brackets, like a nickname.
Yeah.
Fangsworth.
Sherman Fangsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of those names
Obviously.
going about. Will.
Yeah. There's a lot of. They must sit there in. We've got this new animation. Oh, let's just think of a name.
Yeah.
And just like, we'll extend it. And what happened is, with Sherman and Fangsworth and Pugsy, the aforementioned other character
Yeah.
who was a bit naughty, they were like mates. They're all, like I say, going out on the Wolf Buggy, all right, going around in the Wolf Buggy. And what happens is, at night time, obviously, a full moon used to turn Sherman Fangsworth into Fangface.
Right. Okay.
See, that's how it worked.
Well, right. Okay.
Hiya, Bugsy.
So does that mean they could only solve crimes once a month? It had to be a full moon.
Well, I think possibly in their world, there's obviously a lot of full moons.
Always a full moon. Yeah.
So they'd be travelling along, we're going to solve this crime. And that's obviously the Wolf Buggy.
Yeah.
And they're going to solve crimes, and they can't solve the crime. Oh, luckily, a full moon comes out, and he turns into a werewolf called Fangface. And he had one big fang, like a triangle, but one
Yeah.
big fang. Hence Fangface.
Fangface.
But he always, when he turned into Fangface, he always used to sort of beat Pugsy up. Not badly.
No, just
It was like playful.
Yeah.
As a werewolf would.
a playful baseball bat to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was that. And yes, so that only lasted one season, surprisingly.
Weird.
But I think they churned out, like I say, a lot of those type of, because of the success of Scooby-Doo, and maybe prior to that, in fact, I'm getting onto Scooby-Doo soon, but there was a lot of that sort of like Mystery Machine, solving crimes and stuff like that, and then all the characters around them.
It was like a template, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a template, and then also some of the were in bands, which I will get to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spoil it for myself. But yeah, so Fangface only won for one season, surprisingly. But I distinctly remember it. And if you remember Fangface, put it in the old comments below.
The other thing. That's put me in mind of something else which is not on my list, but honourable mention, Batfink.
Yeah, because they got banned.
Batfink and karate.
That's the reason it got banned.
That's the reason it got banned.
Karate, because it's like a generic Chinese thing.
Yeah, it was, that kind of martial art.
Yeah, can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know.
Well, they couldn't, and that's why Batfink got banned.
got because you had the wings.
My wings are like a shield of steel.
That's about as far as I remember.
Yeah.
I was hang upside and poo in his face all the time.
I don't think it ever showed that.
Anyway, so yeah, Batfink.
Batfink, yeah, Fang Face and Batfink. Do you know what? I'm looking at this as now as we're doing it, and we've had such fun. And I'm thinking specifically and very kindly of people like yourself who listen to this on the toilet.
Yes.
Who've now been sat there for an hour.
Yeah.
And
their legs won't be able to get up off the toilet.
They can't get up, and people are looking for them now. And we're not even halfway through because we're having such fun. So do you know what we're going to do?
What?
To celebrate us going weekly into that night, we're going to make this a two-parter.
What?
We are.
Craziness.
I know. So as you're listening to it now, it's Friday, and this is part 1 of Classic Cartoons. Next Friday, we will continue with part 2 of Classic Cartoons.
As traditionally would happen.
Yeah.
Part 2 normally does come after part 1.
That's maths.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a week-long advert break.
Yeah.
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 So there you go. So stay with us for the next 7 days. Do the normal stuff, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, lots of stuff coming out, lots of stuff to get involved with. We haven't even touched on epic cartoon theme tunes yet. We will do that.
Oh, so many.
Yeah, we'll have to post some of those on the other social platforms so you can enjoy what we enjoy.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw a few out there just quickly.
You say?
It is. Rewind. DuckTales.
Oh, okay.
Gummy bears. Raccoons.
The raccoons.
Got a story about raccoons as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
so
Just this week.
knowledgeable.
Just come out this week. So yeah, part 2 will be next Friday. We'll continue the classic cartoons. You've got some more to go through. I've got some more to go through.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And
Because we don't, there's so many. That's the thing, and everybody has their taste. It's like anything in like music or anything like that. There's just so many. Then I think that makes sense to do another episode.
Yeah.
For part 2 of this.
And I'm hoping that people listening are learning a little something, but also having a nice little flashback that we are, because this has been fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know I am.
Yeah. So from the Carnival of Stuff, part 1, it's goodbye.
Goodbye from Classic Cartoons, part 1.
See you on social media. Keep on the streaming platforms. We will see you next Friday for part 2, episode 4, Classic Cartoons, part 2. That's a really long title. I'll probably
It is
shorten that.
the longest title ever. But make sure you get in touch as well. I want to hear some of your dilemmas and stuff like that. So just please get in touch.
All of that. And we'll see you next week.
Till next time.
Until we meet again.
That's all, folks.
It's not. We're doing it again next week.
That's nearly not all, folks.
You have been listening to Banton and Belling's Carnival of Stuff.
The opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of your genial hosts and do not represent the views of any persons or organizations, either named or implied. Also, the advice offered in the Celebrity Help Tent was not, in fact, offered by real celebrities. It was purely for your amusement and does not in any way reflect the opinions of the individuals or characters being impersonated. Just in case you haven't figured that out.
Farewell, until we meet again.